and welcome to Outside the Dawg House.
Today, we are talking all about the Wachusett Dirt Dogs. The Dirt Dogs are part of the Futures Collegiate Baseball League, and they play at Doyle Field, which is located at 160 Pre Street in Leominster. This is the Dirt Dogs' second season, and we are all really excited.
So far, we've had 4 very exciting games. We started the season with a victory over the Torrington Titans, and then we had a tough home opener against the Martha's Vineyard Sharks. Although we aren't that far into the season, we are already a better looking team than last year, and we can only hope to keep improving.
Talking about exciting things, I'm super excited to announce our first beer night, which is this Thursday, June 13th. Make sure to check out the website and see what nights you can grab yourself a nice cold beer.
So today we are also very excited to have 2 of our very own Dirt Dog players here with us today. Pitcher Will Stillman and shortstop Alec Paradowski.
How are you guys doing today?
Doing very well.
Well, we are really excited to have you guys here today and to share some things with the audience that, they don't know about you guys yet.
So we'll just start off with the basics and get a little of the background from you guys. So you both go to Wofford College, which is in South Carolina. Can you tell us a little bit more about where you're from and your family?
Yeah, I'm from College Station, Texas. It's home of Texas A&M. It's an hour north of Houston. My little brother, Jack Cullen is 13, another baseball player, maybe a future Dirt Dog. Jack is 5, he's just a mess. And Megan, who is 16, she'll be 17 in July. And then my mom and dad all living together in College Station.
Yeah, I'm from Charlotte, North Carolina. I have a younger brother. He's 17 years old. Doesn't play any sports though.
So it must be really hard to live so far away from your family. So can you tell us a little about how you guys came to play for the Dirt Dogs?
It was actually pretty funny. Will and I we got to school, and it was still the first month of school, and Coach Edwards called us into his office and said, "I've got y'all's summer ball contracts ready." And he had asked us before, if we had any kind of preference as to where in the country we wanted to go, because there's leagues all over. And so he hadn't said anything since we got to school, and so we were both kind of confused where we were going. And he walked in and he said, "Well, you're going to Massachusetts this summer." So we kind of looked at each other and said, "Okay," and that was the end of that. Now we're Dirt Dogs.
So would you say you like living here in Massachusetts, or any big differences in Massachusetts to South Carolina?
The biggest difference that I've seen so far is just the weather. It's a lot cooler up here. I don't sweat nearly as much when we're playing, which is nice. Don't have to change undershirts multiple times before games. So that part of it is just the biggest difference that I've noticed.
Yeah, I enjoy living up here right now, and but the biggest difference I see is the way people talk up north. So that's kind of got to get used to that, though. You have to pay closer attention when they're talking to understand what they're saying sometimes. So.
Well, we're really excited that you guys are here and that you play for the Dirt Dogs. So can you tell us what is your favorite part about playing for us?
Just the team camaraderie. We all get along so well, and it makes going out to the field every day more enjoyable. There's no clashes in personalities and everything. All the guys are really easy to get along with. So the transition was really easy, moving from Wofford, where we spend all of our time pretty much every day with those guys, to out here where we really don't know anyone, with personalities that are easy to get along with. It made the transition a lot easier.
Yeah, and I would say the relaxed atmosphere of the team, just everyone's out here to have fun. It's not as as serious as college baseball is, but we still want to win, but it's just fun to be out here.
Well, now I know, Will, obviously you're a pitcher, and Alec, you're shortstop, and now can you tell us a little bit how your positions have progressed from high school onward to college?
Yeah, in high school, early in high school, I played all over the place, wherever I could find a spot on the field. Played outfield, played a little bit of infield, but then junior year in high school, I started pitching, and that's all I did. I wasn't a position player anymore, so kind of just pitched, and it's taken me to college, so thankful for that.
Yeah, when I was younger, I was always more of a shortstop, second baseman with a little bit of outfield sprinkled in. And then as I got older, I started settling more into shortstop. And then obviously when I got to Wofford, I only played shortstop, and so it's nice. It's fun playing multiple positions, but it's nice only having to focus on one, just because, even with shortstop and second base, they're so close together, but there's little intricacies that are different. And so being able to focus on one is a huge help.
So I know that a lot of our fans at home are, wondering this, and I know we've been dying to know. So do you guys have any superstitions or any pregame rituals that you or people on the team partake in?
Well, on a daily basis, I firmly believe that if I don't put my left sock on before my right, something is going to be off. Other than that, I don't really have anything too crazy. But like I said, it's every day. And if I change socks, it's still left sock before right, no matter what the situation is.
No, I don't have any, surprisingly. Most baseball players have some crazy superstition that they have, but I don't really have anything. I have to pitch off the same side of the rubber every time, but other than that, it's not a big deal for me.
Do you guys have any hidden talents or anything that our fans would want to know about you guys?
Well, in college, I said my hidden talent was hacky sack, but that was kind of a lie because I don't hacky sack at all. But if we're being completely honest, I'm a professional shower singer. I'm a pro, but it's weird. It's only good if no one's listening. So
It happens.
That's how it works.
I like to think that I'm a professional shower singer too, but I'm a really bad singer, so.
It's all right. You don't have to admit that. You just have to say that it's good unless people are around.
Yeah, I could be really good.
Exactly.
Right.
I'm not a singer, but I'll beat anybody in FIFA. So, yeah.
Which is true. It's really frustrating to play him over and
And
over.
for our fans at home, can you tell us a little bit about what FIFA is?
Oh, just video games, soccer video games. So, yeah, try me.
So can you tell us a little bit about what you hope to accomplish while playing for the Dirt Dogs? I know you said this wasn't exactly a voluntary thing you guys chose to do, but I mean, now that you're here and making the best of it, can you tell us a little bit about what you hope to do for the team or what you hope to bring to the table?
Well, as far as team goals, I think Will and I can both agree that goal number one is to win more games than last year and just, help take the Dirt Dogs organization in the direction that they want to go and bring them to be one of the elite teams in the FCBL. But then, obviously our coaches sent us with individual goals. We're supposed to get bigger, faster, stronger, and that kind of thing, work on areas of hitting that we don't really get to work on a whole lot at school, and just to come back as a more well-rounded baseball player.
Yeah, I would say for the goal of the Dirt Dogs is obviously to win more games, hopefully make the playoffs this year, see what we can do, and just become better for the years to come.
So obviously you both are college players, and we'd like to hear a little bit about maybe a favorite college memory or a college sports memory or something that the fans can relate to that you guys had back at home.
Well, I would say that definitely the most fun game that we played this year was our game at South Carolina. There were 6,000 fans in the stands, everybody going crazy. I was fortunate enough to go 3 for 4 that game, so it was a lot of fun to be able to play in front of a crowd like that, and then to actually do well made it even better. And it was cool because it was televised on a national sports network. It was on Fox Sports South, and so my family at home got to watch it, and some of my friends got to watch it. So it was cool for people that I knew in College Station to be able to watch a game in South Carolina when otherwise they wouldn't be able to.
I'd say my favorite college memory this year from the season was, it was after the season actually, but my pitching coach called me and congratulated me on making the SoCon all-freshman team, and that was when I found out about that. So just, I guess the season in general, but that moment stuck with me the best.
That's great.
Yeah, that's really awesome. Can you tell us a little bit about, I know we already talked about some of the differences between playing for college and playing for the Dirt Dogs, but what are the biggest differences?
I mean, first and foremost, the fact that all we have to focus on out here is baseball. During school, we've got to worry about class, tests, studying, homework, and all that. When out here, we can sleep till 11, go work out, and then show up at the field, and that's all we have to do for the day. So just the stress level and the amount of focus that we can put in and the energy that we can put into baseball here is a lot greater than we can at school.
Yeah, it's the same thing about that, but just laid back coaches. Our coaches are a little more relaxed. I like them a lot too, and they're just nice guys and new teammates and stuff like that.
So talking about coaches, I know you guys have a couple of great coaches there. Can you tell us a little bit about each one of them, and which are your pitching coaches, like your batting coaches? How does that work out?
Okay, so Coach Barisi is like our head coach or our manager. He's a real cool guy. Keeps everything simple, makes it fun. Enjoy being around him. And then Coach Barnaby, who's more of our hitting coach. He's helped me see a couple of the intricacies. If I'm pulling my hips out early or something's wrong with my swing, he's kind of helping me fix that. So they're both really knowledgeable and know what they're doing. And so it's nice to play for guys like that who can really help you out with your game.
Yeah, and Coach Breezy is also the pitching coach. He's always out there when we're throwing a bullpen or just working with the pitchers, giving us tips on just how to become better players, and so thankful for him.
I've also met the coaches, and I feel as if they are very knowledgeable, and I feel as if they're good coaches for you guys, and I'm really excited to see what the rest of the season has in store for it. So, you guys are baseball players, but what is your favorite pro sports team?
Pro baseball team, I got to go with the Texas Rangers. I'm closer to Houston, but both my parents' families grew up and live in the Dallas area. So I've grown up watching the Cowboys, the Rangers, the Mavericks, even the Dallas Stars, for those of you hockey fans out there. I still don't understand that fascination yet, but I'm learning. But definitely the Texas Rangers. Those games are a ton of fun. Now that they're good, it's even more fun. They've been awful for I don't even know how long, and so this is a nice change of pace for my team to be pretty good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, sports teams, I'm a Braves fan first, and just pretty much a huge Braves fan. Carolina Panthers fan, since they're in Charlotte. That's a struggle to be their fan right now, but sticking with it. Charlotte Bobcats, I could care less about them than nobody cares about them. So, but kind of regional fan, just gotta be around home.
Yeah, so you guys, obviously, you play baseball. Now, did you play anything else when you were in high school or even recreationally?
I played football until my sophomore year. I was a monster outside linebacker, 5'7", 135, it's whatever. I went with the whole go with their knees technique and just fall over backwards and hope they fell over with you. I played basketball in 7th and 8th grade, but I was more of a defensive specialist. I threw up more bricks than could build 2 or 3 houses, so wasn't ever very good at that. So football till sophomore year, and then after that it's pretty much just been all baseball.
Mm-hmm. I played rec basketball in high school, if that counts for anything. Me and my friends would just get together, make a team at a church locally, play in a league, and that was always a lot of fun with those guys. Wasn't too serious, but we were all pretty competitive, so we wanted to win.
If you guys were ever to be drafted, what would be your team that you would want to play for?
Like I said earlier, probably the Rangers. That's first off, getting drafted would just be awesome. I wouldn't really care where I was going if I was that lucky. But it would be cool to play for the Rangers just because I've got so much family in Texas and everything. For it to be an easy drive for them to come out and watch me would be awesome.
Mm.
Well, that's the wrong answer here because they want you to say the Red Sox here, so I would have to say the Red Sox,
Okay,
maybe. Yeah. But the Braves probably would be my favorite team, so I'd want to play for them the most, but the Red Sox would be a close second.
So going on the complete opposite end of the spectrum, if perhaps baseball doesn't work out in the future, what are your dream jobs?
Well, I'm studying economics right now with the hopes of going to law school. My dad's an attorney in Texas. And it's just something I think I would enjoy. I went into college thinking maybe engineering. I'm pretty decent at math and science, and took my first chemistry test or class and decided it was the most boring thing I'd ever done and didn't want anything to do with that. So I started looking for some other options, picked up an econ class, and ended up really enjoying it. So that's the plan right now, and we'll see if that changes.
And how about you?
Well, when people ask me what I'm majoring in, I just tell them I'm majoring in baseball right now, but I have no idea what I really want to do. I'm a math guy, so either my dad's an accountant, and so I might want to do that, but just mainly kind of going to school right now, figuring out what I want to do in the future.
Being here in Massachusetts, are you guys even remotely excited for the Bruins at all?
Yeah, I think so.
I mean, when you live with David Roth, you don't have a whole lot of choice. The room that Will and I are actually living in right now is this Bruins shrine with all this Bruins memorabilia. There's this 600-pound bobblehead that he's in love with. It's pretty awesome. So we sit down and watch every game with him, and he's the biggest fan. He's on the edge of his seat the whole time, going crazy, yelling at all the players. We don't know any of their names, and he knows every single one. Knows he's coached hockey in the past, so he knows what they're trying to do and what they should be doing and how the game should be played. So for someone who doesn't know anything about hockey coming in, other than you're just trying to make the puck go in the goal, it's cool to see all the intricacies of the game, watching it with someone like that.
Yeah, I would say I'm in the same boat with Alec here. Don't know much about hockey. It's not huge down south. But we're learning, watching every game with him. He's yelling at the TV. We're just sitting there like kind of pretending like, yeah, go. But yeah, it's fun. We'll be watching every game. So.
Well, kind of on the same line. So you think when you guys go back to school, you flip on the Red Sox every now and again, or you flip on, whoever, maybe they'll start liking the Patriots. I mean, now that we have Tim Tebow, I mean, do you think that that's going to carry on with you guys, or do you think you're going to just watch the Rangers?
I know that the Red Sox get a lot of national attention. The problem is that I noticed in Wofford is you just get a lot of the regional broadcasts. Like a lot of the Braves games are on, but I can't ever watch the Rangers unless they're on ESPN. So when the Red Sox are on, then yes, I'll watch them. The Patriots games are easier to pick up because they're a pretty big team and everybody wants to show their games. So, I mean, I'm sure I'll watch them some. I don't know if I'm gonna be converted into a Patriots fan or a Red Sox fan, but I am really looking forward to going out to Fenway. I think that's going to be a lot of fun.
It's still early in the season. We have plenty of time to convert you.
That's true, you do.
Yeah. I'd say probably won't become a Boston fan, but I might watch some hockey, watching all the hockey up here, kind of stay in touch with that, try to learn more about that. I've always kind of been a Yankees fan, but not really anymore. So.
Good thing.
Yeah, that wouldn't work with us Massachusetts people. Is there any particular people that you guys want to make a shout out to? Is there anyone at home that's special to you that you haven't been able to see or talk to a lot?
No, just my family. What's up?
I mean, yeah, I'd obviously say hi to my family. I do have a girlfriend. She's from Texas, but she's actually in Wyoming right now. Her family owns a ranch out there, and she spends every summer out there. So won't really get to see her until I head back, because that's about the time she'll head back. But would like to say hi to her. Don't know how she'd see this, but hey, you never know.
We're on YouTube. So I guess kind of just wondering about maybe any favorite athletes or maybe a role model in the sports world or maybe even not in the sports world. How?
Don't take my answer.
No, I'll let you go first. I know
my favorite, he knows what I'm going to say. My favorite athlete's Alex Morgan. Just love Alex Morgan.
So can you tell us a little bit about who he is, who he plays?
That's a girl.
She is. Who they play for?
It's a girl soccer player. She's a girl soccer player. She's just very attractive, so that's why I'd say she's my favorite player.
He's got a poster for our dorm room next year.
Oh, are you guys roommates next year?
We are.
Yeah.
Okay.
Gonna get to spend a lot of time together. So as far as pro athletes go, Elvis Andrews, shortstop for the Rangers. I mean, I know you guys are surprised that it's a Ranger after I've been talking about them for so much. Just love the way he plays. Doesn't hit a lot of home runs. Neither do I. Obviously, I'm pretty small, but just like the way he plays. Good shortstop. It's my position, so I'm drawn to that guy.
So would you say you have any role models maybe outside the sports world or anybody you would say you look up to?
Well, at the risk of being pretty cliche, my dad has shown me so much. Just being a spiritual leader, he's teaching my family the importance of our faith from a very early age has been awesome. And just how well he's kept our family as a close unit when more and more the family is being disregarded has just been awesome. And every day, I thank God that's my dad, that's who my dad is, and I hope that one day my children will look up to me the way I look to him.
Yeah, obviously my family, my dad, my mom, look up to both of them, but say my coaches in a baseball standpoint, they just teach me everything. I've always had great coaches. They'll teach baseball, but they want you to be a better human being first and foremost. So they stress that. I'm very thankful for them to kind of focus on that area and not just baseball.
So for all you fans at home, we have some really exciting promotional nights this year that will be happening right at home at Doyle Field. We have nights such as Christmas in June, Military Appreciation Night, Digger's Birthday. Make sure to go to our website and check it out, and make sure you check out the promotional nights. Also, make sure you follow us on Facebook and Twitter. We always put a lot of updates. We do game day updates and stuff at the game, so it can act like you're almost there.
And make sure you check out our Vine. Hopefully we'll be doing a lot of player interviews with that this time. So that's a new thing we have going on. And we also have a new Instagram. Again, check us out at Dirt Dogs Baseball.
Also, make sure you come down to Doyle Field. And when you do, we have a lovely merchandise tent set up. We have a lot of really cool things. We have we have the mini baseball bats, we have a lot of hats, we have the Digger bobbleheads, we have t-shirts, we have some really cool stuff, so make sure you check that out at the home games.
Also, we are holding clinics this summer, the weeks of July 8th and the week of July 22nd. It's a Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Registration begins at 9 o'clock and the camp will go until 11:15 for ages 6 to 12. If you pre-register, you will be receiving a special gift. If not, per day is $25, and if you like to do it all week, it's be $60. And feel free to check out our website at dirtdogsbaseball.com.
Also, as a reminder, this Thursday is our first beer night, so make sure you grab your family and your friends and come out to the game at 6:35 against the Nashua Silver Knights. This should be a very exciting night, so don't forget to bring your IDs and your baseball gloves, and we'll see you at Doyle Field.
So again, thanks for watching, and thank you, the players, for sharing some things that these fans would have never guessed about you.
No problem.
Thanks for having us.
We hope to catch you next time on Outside the Dawg House.